Your son is a disgrace to polygamy. This is coming from no other than one of the top foremost polygamists, a man who has shown to the world what polygamy should be. Yes, I'm talking about Nwoko. Well, money, they say, is not everything, but money is something. If you want to expand your family, you should also bear in mind the financial consequences of it. Let us be straightforward. Let us tell ourselves the truth. They said the love of money, meaning when you put money first, when you believe that money should be kept, money should not be used, money should be saved, like one of our popular ex-governor, I don't want to mention names, or if you think that you should steal money like many of our ex and present politicians in Nigeria, and you believe also that human beings should be left begging for money to treat and take care of terminal diseases, then it becomes a problem. So when you hear money is the root of all evil, they say love, not money, the love of money. If not, it will contradict that Bible verse that says money answereth all things, all things, all things. That is in context. Money does not bring peace, but money will facilitate that environment that can bring you peace. You see? Meaning money is simply a vehicle. Yes, a sports car that will take you to certain destination. And now let us come back to ground. How does this connect? You see, Nwoko, when he became that popular figure, nobody knew him before. He was a politician until he got married to a young actress. Tongues wagged. But we all know the purpose of that marriage, the purpose of that union. On the other hand, it is for financial purposes. On the other side, it is also for expansion of Nwoko's, family. Getting a younger lady, he believes, will help him get this done faster. Secondly, Nwoko needed that popularity, that name, he wanted it. You see, it's more or less like using one stone to kill three birds. And also, the third one is to get a younger, as we all know. Regina is the youngest. Now, how does this connect? Well, Mr. Nwoko has called on Edochie and said, Oga, sir, with due respect, your son is making a mockery of polygamy. Polygamy is what I worship. I worship polygamy. Because of polygamy, I said to myself, I will be a Muslim so that I can be under the law, the principle, and the grace of Islam. And what is this? Islam permits polygamy. The present day Christian do not permit polygamy. But back in those days, when David and the rest of them were in the worship of God, not through Christ, there was a lot of polygamy, and it was never a sin. It was never a sin to have multiple women, because they say that the Bible said a woman is made for a man. Of course, men are not made for dogs. Men are also made for women. But the desire of a woman will always continually be for a man. That is debatable by some people, but that's not what we want to go to. We are not going to theology. We are not going to break into, religion and all of that. What Nwoko is saying is simple. If you want to get involved, be involved, stay in, or show yourself as a polygamist, please do it with some respect. Do it as a man who has sense in his head. How can you come out publicly talking nonsense, misbehaving? Even when Nwoko was asked, he said, look, my religion permits it, and I can marry as much, and he's ready to take care of them. Now, I'm sure some people will be like, what about men who do not have a lot of money, who are into polygamy? Well, if it works for them, it works for them. But let us tell ourselves the truth. Most of these men who are into polygamy, who are broke drunkards, many of them bring children who, maybe if they are lucky, it's a thin line, they become successful in life. Majority of them are what you see on the street as thugs, criminals, armed robbers. Many of them are from that polygamous family where the man, all he does is to sleep with these women, get them pregnant, beat them, send them out to sell tomatoes by the road corner, send them out to sell sweet at the road corner, push them out. These women end up fending for these children. This man comes home maybe once in a year. If he hits some Baba Ijebu, lottery, he will come home, act like he's a man, put down some little money for them to cook some very cheap soup, and maybe give 1 or 2 cash to this one or the other. He is unable to even keep track of the women that he has pregnanted. We are not talking of such nonsense life. That is not that's a curse. That's abnormality. I'm not talking of a man who has it, but somehow something happened during the line, and he is unable to fend for that polygamy, polygamous structure. He's unable to maintain it. I'm not talking of that. I'm talking of a man who is not so rich, and now he said he wants to be in polygamy. No problem. Let us say he's not begging anybody for food. At least he has a house, he has this, he has his cars. We're not saying he's a broke man begging for food on the street. But how dare you come on social media to talk nonsense and rant? For those who are saying, why are we still talking about this man? He invited us in. We did not begin to dig into the Edochie's family. Never. We never entered into Edochie's family. He decided to draw our hands into it. He drew our legs into it. And we decided to enter full body. And we are there, we are sitting down. He brought us into it. He came out publicly to talk and rant and talk nonsense. And, his fans and a lot of people decided to reply him to let him know that there are intelligent people, smart people, people who can see. In fact, there are also talks here and there that friends of him, friends of Yul, many of them deserted him. Why? Because they do not want themselves to be stained. You might say, oh, they are not good friends. I will tell you the truth. Many of these men are also involved in what Yul Edochie is into, but they are doing it with sense. So they don't want stain. They don't want anybody to disrupt their track. They also do the same, but they make sure that they honor their wife. They make sure that they put their wife on that high pedestal. What Caesar deserves, give it to Caesar. They make sure that their wife is, whenever they are going to public function, important events and all of that, regardless of anything, they make sure they take their wives there. Okay, if you want to now do wives, you don't want to do your wife, you want to do wives, why don't you do it honorably? We know that you're an actor, all right, but there are certain things that you don't put. For example, Ned will not come out publicly to shower to show us, meaning he will not bring out certain privacy out there, even though he's a politician. Okay, let us say actor, actress, entertainer, they might want to quickly pick up their phone because they've always been in the face of the people, always have the camera on them. Why is it that Mr. Yul or Juju Austin have not shown us when they are, doing their thing, or when they're in the bathroom naked? Why can't they just do it and blow it? They won't, because there are certain things that you don't put out publicly, particularly knowing the internet never forgets. There are certain things that you need to handle in a mature way. Even if you are not mature, ask people that are mature. Look, this and this is happening. How do I go about it? My fans, maybe they might want to know what's happening. Then you should present yourself as like, oh, hi, I want to do this. I want to do this. I'm speaking to my fans, this and this and that. And you don't need to talk too much. You don't need to talk too much. Never. You don't need to talk too much. You just need to present yourself honorably. People might even see into like, oh, this man is a respectable person. He is showing signs of respect. Not that you'll be talking and say, now you see that polygamy is very good. Look at those that are saying that polygamy is this. Can't you say that she's getting endorsement? It's time for me to get my own endorsement now. That shows a shallow mind. That's a sign of someone who is shallow. Someone who is like this guy. If not for the acting thing, he's like he's Mr. Empty. It's so sad. It's so sad. He should have borrowed a little bit of wisdom from his father. At least pick one or two from your father's, all those proverbs. Or is he taking it for granted? Should have used some of these things to, at least before you come out, don't go on live video and start talking. Just like how you don't present your Asaba movies live, you edit it. When you want to present such sensitive, record yourself, edit it, and look at what you should not have said. By the time you listen to it like 3 times, you will know this nonsense that came out of my mouth came out from the side of my brain that is not working. Let me rearrange this word. Let me express myself this way. Present yourself honorably and back it up, not just to say and do otherwise. At least it would have come to this point. But look at it. Nwoko is now calling the attention of the father of Yo, Edochie, and Yo, and say, look, man, what is this nonsense that you are doing? You are making it look, ridiculous. You are. This is nonsense. Nobody does this way. You have a wife, you want to go into polygamy. Of course, both of you did not agree. You are the one that broke the terms and conditions when you met. You broke the terms and conditions. You did not even give her that hint, even if it is stylishly, to say, what do you mean by polygamy is a sin? Didn't David marry more than one wife? Already, she will have an inclination, an idea of what could happen in the future. You just enter, bim, bam, come on social media, begin to rant, trying to disrespect that woman. You shouldn't do that because you are the one hurting her. You shouldn't do that. You should present yourself like, man, present yourself. Even if you want to go into polygamy, although you are the one, it's your life, it's your body. People are wondering why you decide to go into this type of polygamy. Maybe, as I said, you ate something, or maybe there is a style that you have never seen before, or whatever it is, or they cried and say please, or maybe you got her pregnant, or whatever it is that could have happened, or they locked you in the bottle, whatever. Regardless of that, you should have still presented yourself in a better way. And if you want to go into polygamy, people are saying, at least why don't you go with, if it's one young fine babe or one lady, even if she has children but extremely rich, they will say, okay, you are going for money. Now what are you going for? That's the question a lot of people are asking. What did you actually go for? It's not clear. Both of you are still trying to do stupid skits to get some money on your Facebook account. What nonsense. Nwoko say, Mister, if you don't have it, don't do it. This is the word from Nwoko. If you don't have it, don't do it. Like and share this video. Like and share this video. And if you want to gift this channel, if you want to donate something, just tap on the thanks button. It's there. Tap on it. That's how you encourage us. Tap on it. Do something for the channel. That's how you encourage us. Tap on it and drop your donation. It's highly appreciated. Like and share this video. I say once again, subscribe to this channel if you're just coming across it. See you in the next update.